Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're looking at the grid of our Thursday evening league, the Pacific Rim Championship. And what is the Pacific Rim Championship, you say? Well, let me enlighten you, good sirs and ladies. Pacific Rim Championship, drivers will take to Group 3 cars made in either the USA or Japan and race them for 10 rounds in their home lands or in their opponent's backyard. And also, round 10 is a randomly drawn double points neutral location. The format will be two 40-minute endurance races, with points only being awarded for the second race final positions. With almost a free tyre compound choice, strategies are going to be key. So that is what the Pacific Rim Championship is. This is the third round. We're racing here at Suzuka. The championship table, I will read you next. So, in the top spot, we have a Racer Brown in his Mitsubishi on 39 points. A Boosted Alpha in second in the Subaru, also on 39 points. Oh, sorry, the cat wants to go out, if you heard that in the background. In third, we have Gazman on 30 points, and we have had some battles between those top three in the first two rounds. In fourth, we have Alpha Nut on 24 points, Homesick Alien in 5th on 19 points, Skyjacker 6th on 18 points, Noxie in 7th on 18 points also, Shadow Rider is 8th on 13 points, Cthulhu is 9th on 12.5 points, Jocus is 10th on 12 points, Rivexter is in 11th on 12 points, Dutch 12th on 10 points, so there's nothing in it, right down up to Homesick down to Dutch, and even the Alpha Nut up to Racer Brown. It could be anyone's championship. We're early doors, only 2 rounds in, just starting round 3. And in 13th we have Nude Lester on 4 points. Like I said, it's round 3 at Suzuka, so the racing is going to be absolutely tight. Tyres are at ×2 and fuel is at ×3. The super soft compound can only be used for one stint over the 2 races. So that was your championship. To determine the grid, it's in championship order, but there is a random number drawn to reverse it from that number. And for this week, the randomator came out with number 6. So that is why Skyjacker is on pole from 6th in the championship. We'll have a quick rundown of the grid. So Skyjacker sitting on pole with Homesick Alien in second spot. Alpha Nut is in third with Gazman in 4th, Boosted Alpha in 5th, and Racer Brown, the championship leader, in 6th. 7th spot will be taken up by Cthulhu. In 8th, Jocus. 9th, Rivixter. 10th there for Dutch, and in 11th a new entry, Bunny, which I think we saw his debut on our Tuesday evening league at the with the Super GTs. So let's get back up the front and let's get this replay underway for 2 40-minute races around here, Suzuka at Japan. So I'm pressing a play, checking things out. Skyjacker on the accelerator, half throttle, handbrake held, waiting for the green lights. Car 99, the Chevy, pulls away. What a grace, what a launch, what an absolutely awesome launch. Same with Alpha Nut, leaving Homesick Alien back there in third. Boosted Alpha already up into 4th with Gazman in 5th, Joker 6th, Dutch in 7th. Racer Brown's dropped down to 8th. That Lancer not starting great, not got a great launch on that one. He's down there in 9th with Rivixter and Bunny up in the lead though. Skyjacker maintaining from Alpha Nut, but Alpha Nut is attacking in his Honda with Homesick Alien there in third, only just ahead of the Subaru of Boosted Alpha. Gazman clinging on to the back of them as they go around the first lap here at Suzuka. There is a long race ahead of these guys. Joker's there on the Super Softs, I haven't checked for them. So Skyjacker, he is on the racing soft tyres to start his first stint of these two racers, leading like a champ. Awesome stuff. Alpha Nut, he's under attack now from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien finding a little something in the middle of this race, but he's left the door open. Homesick Alien trying to get through, but not quite. So Alpha Nut there in second spot on the racing softs. Homesick Alien also on the racing softs. Boosted Alpha just before they're behind these guys in fourth. Also on the racing softs. Catula up into fifth place there on his racing softs. Racer Brown also on the racing softs. He's coming back now. He's up into sixth place ahead of Bunny in the Subaru, who's also on the racing softs. We have Rivixter out there in his Subaru on the racing softs with Gazman. Gazman's had a big drop for Gazman. Don't know what's happened. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's a bit, oh my, we've had a massive pile up, it seems, whilst we were watching Aliens. There's Gazman. And what happens to Gazman there? Oh, Jokus with Dutch hitting Jokus in the rear, taking all three out. Oh my words, what a shame. So Gazman down into ninth with Jokus there in 10th and Dutch 11th there, being the ramming rods that put them all there at the back. So Skyjacker, we saw, still leading. Alpha under pressure. There's Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha is ahead of Homesick Alien now in that Subaru. I was trying to check tyres, wasn't I? No one was on the super softs, were they? Bunny's on the racing softs. Rivixter also on the softs. Gazman on the softs. Jokus is on the super softs. So that's painful for Jokus there. Early doors to be stung, to go to the back. And Dutch just on the racing soft. Dutch really out wide there. He's struggling to keep that forward. On in between the two white lines. Skyjacker still leading on lap 2 with Alpha Nut in second. Booster Alpha coming for him in third, grabbing that toe into the very fast first corner before they hit the S-curves. There he goes, Boosted Alpha. Homesick Alien are tucked up behind these guys as well. Boosted Alpha looking for the way past. Oh god, all through that. So sat on board lap 2 with Boosted Alpha sitting just behind Alpha Nut. Oh, Alpha Nut looks like he got a little wiggle on the curb, giving Boosted Alpha the move up the inside. Easy days. Boosted Alpha will take that all day long, and now he's chasing down the Skyjacker, who looks like he's got a good pace in that car. It seems Alpha Nut now down into a third spot ahead of Homesick Alien. Catula in his Mitsubishi. Oh no, we've got a spinner. Oh no. No. It looked like Skyjacker. Skyjacker, who was leading. Where is he? He's there, Skyjacker. My word, we'll have to have a quick look to see what happened. Skyjacker there, great in the lead. I saw him just now, said he had a good pace. He's risking it for the curves, late braking down there. Everything seems right. He's just asked for a bit of, oh dearie me, not what you need. Just a little bit wide going through that corner. He's trying to stay out of everyone's way as the whole field comes past. He's backwards and forwards. There he is. He's got it. Oh no, he's back around again. Sorry, Skyjacker, I won't watch that. It's like the return of Spinjacker, our old friend, the alter ego of Skyjacker. So Boosted Alpha leading the way on those racing soft tyres. So yeah, Boosted Alpha was ahead of Alpha Nut, and there we see Homesick Alien also. That NSX are not happy in the corners. These cars are managing to be able to just whip up the inside of the Honda, and Alpha's struggling for grip in the corners, it seems, with his back on the toe with the Mustang. The Mustang doing very well here. The American cars haven't shown so far. Oh my god, Mika Wivery in the chat. That's a livery for Bunny. Oh, that's my livery for Bunny. And Mika Wivery saying, morning, why are you up? But there, hello, thank you for the company. And now we can see Catula attacking Alpha Nut on a free fall. He's really struggling in that Honda. He's coming up against Catula. closes the door. Catula in 4th, ahead of Bunny. Racer Brown down in 5th. Racer Brown not having a great race in his Mitsubishi at the moment. Gasman catching him up. We saw him get taken out early on in the race with Rivixter in 8th. Dutch now 9th, ahead of Jokus in 10th, and a recovering Skyjacker. He'll be just racing for fun today and see what he can pick up. I imagine Boosted Alpha then in the lead. Did a 2-minute dead on his first flying lap. Homesick Alien a 2-minute 0.9. Boosted Alphas was a 2-minute 0.2, sorry. And there is Alpha not doing a 2:02.6. He's getting caught up by Cthulhu, who did a 2:01.0. Bunny staying to the back of these. The rookie coming in, causing a splash in his Subaru, doing a fine job. That's Mika Wivery's design. It looks nice. It's very cool. Racer Brown then playing catch up, 2:03.0 for his first lap, flying lap. Gasman in 7th, not too far. He'll be feeling good about that. Racer Brown, who's leading the championship, some 9 points ahead of Gasman, is not far ahead and is touchable. So Rivixter there in 8th, good solid race so far. Dutch in 9th after we saw him early on. Have a little punt with a Jokus, the 2 Chevys at the back. Chevrolet won't be happy about this race. Mika Wivery says, damn cat keeping me awake. Howling at Wardrobe. Ooh, it's the Narnia through the other side. So Boosted Alpha there leading from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien having a fantastic race. You see he's sitting in 5th in the championship on 19 points. So a nice top finish would do him well. So far this season he got a 6th in the first round and a 7th in the second round. Oh, Alpha off. Alpha is off. But was it Cthulhu? Is Cthulhu waiting? Doesn't look like Cthulhu is hanging about, so it looks like Alpha lost on the curbs, maybe, possibly. He's there in 7th now, ahead of Rivixter. Rivixter on his way. Alpha Nut, we're only on lap 4, and look, we've had quite a few casualties already of Suzuka in the braking zone, all the curbs. And Alpha Nut recovering in a 7th spot ahead of Rivixter, who's under some pressure from Dutch now. Dutch finding his feet in this racetrack, starting to push Rivixter along in 9th. Joker's there in 10th, with Skyjacker recovering in 11th. He did a 2-minute 0.9, so he's got the pace. Boosted Alpha up there, a 2-minute 0.8 on those racing soft tyres. We're 7 minutes into the race. We're about 3/4 of a tank of fuel through. Mika Wivery says she is tempted to let the cat find out what's in the cupboard. Homesick Alien not a million miles away from Boosted Alpha. He managed a 2:01.4 his last time around, so a bit slower of a lap time there. Cthulhu flying, absolutely flying in his Mitsubishi, and just behind them you can see Bunny, who's also got Racer Brown caught him on. Racer Brown's done the fastest lap of the race so far with a 59.477. It just takes a while for those Mitsubishis to get going, it seems. Gasman there up in 6th, chasing them down, but we've got to go back because Bunny now, oh, Racer Brown up the inside of Bunny. Fantastic move there from Racer Brown. Just under brakes up the inside of Bunny. Bunny not wanting to cause any accidents in his early races for the VRC, I imagine. Give him a couple more races, he'll be sitting straight on the apex and saying, go round me. But Bunny there having a great race at the moment. 5th place, lap 5. 8.5 minutes into the race. Gasman there in 6th place, chasing down Bunny. He did a 2-minute 0.5 last time round. Bunny did a 2:01.7, so Gasman may be able to catch up the fellow Subaru driver. Alpha Nut down into 7th now. Did a 2, well, we saw, yeah, he had an off 2:11. It cost him a fair few places that. Now he's on a recovery drive from further back. We've only got one runner out there on the Super Softs, which is Jokus. Rivixter has succumbed to Dutch. Dutch has managed to get past Rivixter. Rivixter at 2:04.5 his last time around. He's trying to find some pace in that Subaru. Jokus at 202.5. He's not 100 miles away from Rivixter. He might be able to catch him up with that pace. And Skyjacker in 11th doing a 201.2, but we saw Jokus having a small off similar to Skyjacker's, but he's back on the track now and he's shuffling along with Skyjacker, hunting him down. Very close now for Skyjacker. Sorry, make you feel seasick flicking through all those. Mika Wivery, Bunny's livery is based on an early 90s Subaru Legacy Rally livery. Well, there you go. Mika Wivery telling you her inspiration for that livery that Bunny is carrying on his Subaru, and we're watching Skyjacker now on board behind Jokus, last spot. Saw Skyjacker going a little bit wide in Degner, was it not? At the bottom of Degner, and yeah, losing the back end of the Chevy. He's gone past his fellow Chevy. Not quite, they're still there. They do look like nice cars, but they do look a little bit skittish. And there they go around to start lap 6. Skyjacker up one position, and he can see Rivixter in the distance, so that's good. Boosted Alpha then, still leading, a 201.2 last time around, half a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien has maintained that second spot so far here at round 3 at Suzuka for the Pacific Rim Championship. A 201.0 for Homesick Alien the last time around, so a little bit faster than Boosted Alpha at the moment. Catula up into third, but Racer Brown, did we even see him get past Gazman? I don't think we did. No, yeah, Gazman's chasing down Racer Brown. I said that he'd be buoyant. Racer Brown's just ahead of him. Gazman's got ahead of Bunny. Bunny now under attack from Dutch. Alphanut, sorry, Alphanut's got Dutch behind him. But Bunny now under... He did a 201.3 his last time around in Bunny, and a 2:06 for Alphanut. Dutch there at 2:03, so Bunny is going to be under pressure from two of them very soon. Alphanut trying to find his way through. We had that battle with Catula and Racer Brown raging on. There's Racer Brown trying to go up the inside of Cthulhu. And does he make it stick? Mitsubishi on Mitsubishi action here. Oh, beautiful stuff. There you go. And that is your championship leader up into third, after we saw he was down in them lowly places earlier on in this race. He's on a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. I was here all along. Boosted Alpha then crossing the line to start lap 7, still leading round 3 of the Pacific Championship race, which will help him because he is on even points with Racer Brown at the top of the championship. And Racer Brown then on the hunt. He's past Cthulhu now. Cthulhu's next person for him is Gazman, who did a 201.1 on lap 6, with Cthulhu doing a 201.7, but he was racing Racer Brown at the time. Further down then Bunny, he's shaken off that Alphanut issue that he had. Alphanut doing a 201.4 his last time around, Bunny doing a 208. That's why Alphanut caught him up. Bunny obviously had an issue on lap 6. Alphanut catching him up. Dutch there is catching up Alphanut. 2:08 his last time around. So Dutch starting to show what that Ford can do in here at Suzuka. Skyjacker then, he's got past Rivixter's fastest lap on lap 6, 2:03.660, but Skyjacker managing to get ahead of him and pull away. So Jokus will be chasing down Rivixter next, but Jokus did a 2. Oh, Jokus went into the pits. He's got rid of his super soft tyres. He has got rid of his super softs now. He's onto the racing softs, and that's it for the rest of this round. He will not be able to use super softs. Up in the lead then, oh my word, Homesick Alien under pressure from Racer Brown. Racer Brown coming to life in this race now. really pushing the boundaries in that Mitsubishi. He wants to chase down Boosted Alpha. He's going for an early overtake under the brakes, and he's into the chicane ahead of Homesick Alien. Loads of racing space given between the two of them. Respect. And there, Catula thinking he can see an opportunity. And Homesick Alien, no, he still sticks to that third spot and says to Catula, no, you're going to have to do that one yourself. So Racer Brown, defensive into the first corner, knew the Mustang was going to come back at him. And Catula's sitting right on the bumper of Homesick Alien. All this helps Gazman catching them up. And Catula trying to find a way through the S curves and Dunlop curve. Coming towards Dunlop curve, sorry. Here we go. With Homesick Alien having to defend from Catula, gives Racer Brown the opportunity to dance away from these two. Whilst they, Homesick Alien tries to stamp his authority on that third place. So Boosted Alpha leading from Racer Brown. Homesick Alien clinging on to that third place, but Fernando Catula trying to find a way around the outside. Is he going to try and nip it up the inside? But the Mustang is quick out of the corners. Slow in but quick out. So Catula will have to wait, try and get a tow on that Mustang. There in fifth place we have a Gazman. He's not too far, and there we go, Catula going for that inside line, and he's got it away from the Mustang. Now the Mustang trying to sit on the toe of the Mitsubishi to try and come back at him through 130R. They're side by side. Oh my lord, this is a brave move. The Mustang edging forward of the Mitsubishi, and he gets into 130R first. Fantastic racing there between these two. Beautiful stuff. So Homesick Alien back up into a third spot ahead of Catula. Boosted Alpha leading from Racer Brown. Gazman in fifth, catching these guys up. Homesick Alien going across the line with a 201.6. And Catula, sorry, doing a 201.9. Gazman doing a 2-minute.6. So a second faster on that lap alone. Bunny doing a 2-minute.7. Bunny's finding the pace now. He's on his way. Dutch is ahead of Alphanut. Oh my lord, I don't know what happened to Alphanut. It may have happened this lap, because his lap, so he did a 202.3 or a 218.4. So yeah, Alphanut having more woes out there, we assume, with the curbs. 10th place is a Rivixter chasing down Alphanut, not far behind. He did 204 his last time around. Dutch in 7th place. That's his best race so far in this championship. He's had two 11th places, so he'll be feeling buoyant from this. I can't see a Noxie. Was Noxie not in this one? He was. He's in the Mazda Atenza, but doesn't look like he's made it here. I think they do use drop scores. So Dutch now catching up with the Subaru of Bunny. And he's made the move early. Bunny struggling in the hairpin. I think they're side by side. Let me get out. Yes, side by side there, Dutch and Bunny, but Dutch just slightly pulling forward to get in 6th place. Dutch's championship starts here. Great stuff. There's Bunny just trying to cling on. Looks like he's having issues with his tyres, but in the corner, the Subaru a lot stronger than the GT. But Bunny just behind Dutch now. So Boosted Alpha under pressure. Boosted Alpha and Racer Brown. Racer Brown has caught up Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha's lap times a 2-minute.9 last time around, and a 2-minute.0 for Racer Brown. He is all over the Subaru. He is determined. Boosted Alpha clinging on to this race, sticking down that inside line. Staying defensive, making Racer Brown do all the work in the background. You can see Homesick Alien still ahead of Catula. There's Boosted Alpha just staying defensive in that corner, but it looks like Racer Brown has got the pace on him today. His tyres looking a little tidier in the Mitsubishi. He's really starting to apply some pressure there. Homesick Alien soaking up the pressure of Catula, and now Gazman. We said it could happen. Gazman was catching him up by a second a lap. And now Gazman all over the back of the Mitsubishi and the Mustang, the American beefy beast, trying to stay on that podium spot, but he's got two of those Japanese manufacturers, and Gasman going out wide. Gasman making a small mistake. Dutch is quite far behind, so Gasman back on the track. He must have lost a bit of grip under the wake of these two cars racing in front. Cthulhu coming back at the Alien now, and Homesick Alien going into the hairpin on the inside, being very defensive there against the Mitsubishi. Boosted Alpha still leading from Racer Brown. Racer Brown giving it all he's got in the Mitsubishi. God, there you go. It's got to be an easy way of doing that. I'll try something different next time. And they're on board with Racer Brown, Homesick Alien keeping an eye on that third spot. Homesick Alien still ahead of Cthulhu, with Gasman in 5th, Dutch in 6th, Bunny in 7th. Here comes Racer Brown now. It looks like he's opened up. Oh, side by side through 130, please. That's too scary, too rich for my blood anyway there. Racer Brown not quite keeping the Mitsubishi planted for that move there, and Boosted Alpha needs fuel, but he's going to go around again. No, he's not. He's coming in. Racer Brown, he's still got a quarter of a tank of fuel, so his fuel is doing a lot better. Those Subarus not looking as strong here. There goes Homesick Alien. He's had enough of that pressure from Cthulhu. Cthulhu continues on. He's still got a lap or two left of fuel in his car. We're over 20 minutes, so that's one stop, the halfway. Dutch also coming in. Gasman coming in. Boosted Alpha we saw coming in first of all. Bunny has stayed out. He's continued on in 3rd place. Rivixter is next on the track, but here comes Boosted Alpha. He's back out in 5th. We saw Skyjacker just slyly slipping on by there, but his fuel is absolutely empty. Racer Brown, he still looks like he's got a couple of laps left in that Mitsubishi. Also for Cthulhu, the Mitsubishi good on fuel around here. Bunny there in the Subaru, he's made that fuel last a bit better, but he has done a 204 and a 203, so he might be conserving. Skyjacker then up to 4th. We looked like it was all over for him, but with his long stint and pit stops, he's now ahead of Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha filled the car right up. He's put the racing softs on, so he's saving the super softs for the next race. Gasman there in 6th place, ahead of Homesick Alien. So Gasman coming out of the pits ahead of the Alien. He made the jump. Cthulhu stayed out there. We wonder if these guys on fresher tyres will do super out laps and jump the guys who didn't pit. Rivixter there stays in 9th, with Alpha Nut in 10th place, ahead of Jokers in 11th. So Racer Brown, he looks like he could stay out another lap or so. Cthulhu's fuel now flashing. Bunny's still not yet flashing. Skyjackers is flashing. We expect at least two of these in the front to come in. I imagine Racer Brown will come in tactically anyway, because he won't want boosted on fresher rubber going around. We will see. They're coming through the pit stops there, and yes, Racer Brown nipping in. Cthulhu then next to come around. His fuel is flashing. Risky move staying out. He's coming in also. Bunny has made the decision. Ooh, Bunny having a struggle in the chicane. Skyjacker coming through, but I guess he will also go into the pits. Boosted Alpha then going through. Where did Bunny end up? Oh my, Bunny has gone into the pits, sorry. But Racer Brown has come back out ahead. He's come out ahead of Boosted Alpha. Wow, such pace. That's unbelievable. Boosted Alpha's standard pit stop on lap 10 was a 2:26.054, and Racer Brown's was a 2:22.6. So Racer Brown really pushed that, got himself out ahead of Boosted Alpha. Homesick Alien back into his 3rd spot ahead of Gasman. We saw Gasman was ahead of the Alien when they come out the pits, but somewhere on track, Homesick Alien has managed to get that podium back from Gasman, and Cthulhu losing out to the both of them. Cthulhu going for his super soft stint now. So Cthulhu has put on the super soft tyres for his last stint here in the first race of round 3. Brilliant stuff. Racer Brown on the softs. Boosted Alpha still on the softs. Homesick Alien stayed with the softs. Gasman has stayed on the softs. Cthulhu put on the super softs. Fancies a chance to get a podium. well, to start third for the next race. Dutch stuck to the soft tyre. He's got himself ahead of Skyjacker after Skyjacker's pit stop in 7th, but Skyjacker not too far. We've still 15 minutes left of racing here. Skyjacker may have an opportunity to attack Dutch by the end of this lap. Bunny down into 8th after his spin in the chicane. Bunny putting on the super soft tyres. So he is finishing off this stint on the super softs. Alpha Nuts, he has put the softs back on. He's ahead of Rivixter, who has replaced his softs with softs, and Jokus, he's used the super softs and he's back on the softs now. So Racer Brown leading, did a 57.4 for his out lap, and like we said, 58.8 for Boosted Alpha. So this is looking good for the rolling start of a race 2, with Racer Brown ahead of Boosted Alpha. Homesick Alien carving out that 3rd place. He's just gone faster than he's gone with a 2-minute .677. Gazman behind him with a 2-minute .790. Nothing between the Subaru and the Mustang. Katula has dropped a little further back on those super soft tyres. As soon as they heat up, he will be beasting all over the back of those. Dutch a little further back from these, not 100 miles away. Dutch has kept great race pace today in his GT. The first 2 rounds it's looked like an absolute handful for him, but looks like he's learning to get to grips with it. Mika in the chat says, can anything stop Racer Brown? He is an absolute beast, isn't he? Skyjacker then in 7th, chasing down Dutch. Did a great out lap, but I guess that is all depending on where you are on the pit lane. Bunny then in 8th. We saw he had an issue with a small spin in a Casio triangle before his pit stop, losing positions to the guys ahead of him. He must be gutted. Alpha Nut now finding his speed here at Suzuka. He's just done a 2-minute .199. That is very fast. He's quite a way behind Bunny, but you never know with Bunny's pace being a 2:03. He has done a 2-minute .7 though, Bunny. In all fairness, he's lost the back end. Alpha will like that. Alpha will love more of that, please, sir. So I can catch you up and race you. There in 10th is a Rivixter, with Jokus trailing in 11th. He's done a 2:02.003, his fastest lap so far. He's getting used to those soft tyres. And that Corvette, I must say, as sexy as it looks like it is a proper handful. Leading the way then, a Racer Brown ahead of Boosted Alpha. Racer Brown now getting purples. He's on a flyer. Boosted Alpha trailing in 2nd spot. Bit of a gap between them, a bigger gap between Homesick Alien and Boosted Alpha, but there's no gap whatsoever with Gazman. Gazman right there on the tail of the Mustang. Ooh, Mustang whipped it through there a bit quicker. Gazman coming back. That Subaru really has good grip in the corners, coming up to the hairpin. Alien staying on the inside of the apex, giving Gazman no opportunity to go up the inside of him. We're 28 minutes nearly into this race, only 12 minutes left until they reset and go for a rolling start in the order they finish in, like a safety car situation. That's because you can't, they wanted an hour and a half race, endurance race, and you can't do it on replays, so unless they move it to Sundays, we have to do it this way, so I can do the replays and you get to hear my god-awful voice, because I watched a bit of Pacific Rim round 2 just to get a feel for it just before I did this. And there we go, Gazman looking like he's around the outside. Homesick Alien staying very defensive through Casio Triangle, and they're coming onto the start straight to start lap 15. And Gasman has more than got enough pace for that Mustang, but the Mustang is wide in the corners. Cthulhu then, I don't know, he's dropped back a little bit from these guys. We'll have a look around this battle. Looks like it's going to keep on and on. They are at stalemate at the moment between these two drivers. Racer Brown leading the way. He's just got the fastest lap of 59.472. The first man to break under 2 minutes. Boosted Alpha. He's driving a great pace at the moment, but not enough to catch up our boy Brown Racer. Homesick Alien in that third, just about, with Gasman trying anything he can to get past the Mustang. Cthulhu there in 5th place. He can see the two ahead of him. He likes the racing. It's going to get him to come closer to him, but he's been doing 201s on those super softs. Maybe he's trying to make him last for the race. Homesick Alien is down there. There you go. Gasman managed to pull it off in the end. We'll have a quick look. So there we see Gasman just behind the Alien on lap 15. 29 minutes into this race, nearly 30 minutes, and it was in the hairpin. It was in the hairpin. Homesick Alien left the door slightly open, went wide. His tyres must be starting to hurt a little bit. Well, similar to Gasman, but Gasman just nipped that Subaru through. But there, Homesick Alien coming back at him now. No, he's tucked in behind. Gasman, he has some races, doesn't he? Wasn't he racing Racer Brown last time in the Pacific, in the last round at the Pacific Rim Championship? Back at, where were they racing? Yamagua. And there, Homesick Alien, the speed of the Mustang just powering past, but there the Subaru just whipping it in the corner. That in-corner grip that the Subaru provides, so much better than the Mustang. But the Mustang just powers straight past that Subaru on the straights. It's a tough one. But Gasman up into 3rd place, helps his championship. Like I said, he's 3rd in the championship, only 9 points away from Racer Brown and Boosted Alpha. But Homesick Alien down them straights again with the power of that Ford, coming back at Gasman, but Gasman keeping the inside line now. It's his turn to be defensive. Homesick Alien sitting virtually bumper to bumper. Unbelievable stuff here from the Alien. He wants to get past. He wants that 3rd spot back. He's got Cthulhu closing down now. You can see it in the rear view mirror. Cthulhu chasing these guys. We've only got less than 8.5 minutes of racing left to do. And there it looks like Gasman slowly edging away from the Mustang. So Racer Brown, another fastest lap of 58.983. That is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So Racer Brown pushing the boundaries of fastest laps. Boosted Alpha in 2nd. He can't break out of those 2 minutes, and he's got 8 minutes left to try and find something. Gasman, now he's free of the Mustang. Can he make a bit more pace? He's quite a way behind Boosted Alpha, but if he can get under the 2 minute, maybe he could catch Boosted Alpha up. At the moment, he's got a lot to think about with the Mustang dogging him from behind. Cthulhu there in 5th place. 201.1 from Cthulhu last time around. Homesick Alien managing a 201.6 and Gasman managing a 201.1 also. And here comes Homesick Alien, that top end speed, but Gasman, does he get through 130? Ooh, the back end on the curb. He only just manages to collect it. Wow, that was a close one there from Gasman. His heart will be beating and it's in his mouth. Stomach would have churned. I bet he thought he lost it on that curb. We all thought he'd lost it on that curb. And Homesick Alien now trying to get that toe, trying to get into the first corner first. Lap 17 with 7 minutes to go, and there you go. Homesick Alien up into 3rd spot with Gasman slipping into 4th, but Homesick Alien too fast into the first corner. Too fast. Cthulhu coming through. Cthulhu is trying to get that 4th place from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien down to 5th. The top American manufacturer was in 3rd and has now dropped into 5th place. Racer Brown still keeping it under the 2 minute mark. Hasn't even tried the super softs yet. I dread to think what time he's going to get on those. Boosted Alpha doing just enough to get that second place in this championship. Gazman up into third, Catula up into fourth, Homesick Alien slipping down into fifth with Dutch in sixth, not far behind the Alien. The Alien has got to keep his head together because he's got Dutch chasing him down in the second Ford. I imagine that side of the garage for Ford would love to get ahead of the Mustang. It would be a big one for them. Big party in the Ford, or one of the half of the Ford garage. Skyjacker making his way up into seventh after earlier woes in this race. Alpha Nut following him in eighth place. Doesn't look like they're too far behind. There's a race building there, I feel. If not in this race, then the next one. Bunny has dropped down to ninth from his earlier good positioning. Joker's now 10th ahead of Rivixter. So Rivixter had an awful lap the last time round. It wasn't a pit stop, I don't think. 2:34 for Rivixter. There's Racer Brown going faster again. A 58.951. Somebody stop me. He is absolutely in a world of his own in this Mitsubishi. He's definitely going to feature well in the second half of this race, I imagine. Boosted Alpha, we've got 5 minutes left of racing to go. Gazman, Catula, Homesick Alien, all quite close together. Oh, it looks like Dutch has dropped off. He did a 209.0 the last time around, with Homesick Alien doing a 203.8. So poor Dutch has dropped off that pace of the guys ahead of him. Gazman leading from Catula, but Catula 201.4. And Homesick Alien, we saw, he had some woes. With late braking into the first corner, going out wide, giving up third and fourth. Oh, he's out wide again. Maybe the grip has gone. Maybe he's lost all grip in that car. Looks like he's struggling to keep it on track at the moment. There we see Dutch chasing him down. Dutch not overly far behind again. He's coming back. So leading the way there is a Racer Brown. We're 36 minutes into this 40-minute race. The Mika Wivery says, I really didn't think the Evo and the WRX would be so good in this league. You just never know. You don't. I didn't think they were. I thought they'd be mid-table at best. And Boosted Alpha then. He's keeping a really consistent lap time, 2 minutes 0.9. It's great stuff. Racer Brown's used a little bit more fuel, going faster, but we're coming up to the 3-minute mark left on this race. Gazman has dropped Catula somewhat, not too much really. Gazman, one curb could cause him a lot of pain. Homesick Alien, we saw, having a bit of a wide moment into the kitty litter. Dutch is getting closer, but I think with only 3 minutes left of racing, Homesick Alien might bring that home in 5th, with Dutch in 6th place. He did a 201.1 his last time around. Homesick Alien doing a 206.3 with that running wide. This looks like there's a race here with Alphanut has got past Skyjacker. We saw Alphanut was chasing down Skyjacker. He's coming across the line with a 2 minute 0.6. Skyjacker managing a 202.7. But Skyjacker looks like he's coming back at Alphanut now, fighting for 8th and 7th. There is the Corvette going up the inside of the Honda, and Skyjacker back into 7th spot, whilst Alphanut run a little bit wide into the first corner. He's got it all to do again. Bunny, he's a little bit behind these guys. He's racing on his own at the moment on those super softs. And I did write it down, yes. So Joker's there in 10th, ahead of Rivixter in 11th. Rivixter in the kitty litter, but he might be getting out of the way because it looked like he was having blue flags. Racer Brown stretching his legs even more with 2 minutes left of racing. We're on lap 19. Next lap will be, I think, the last lap for sure for Racer Brown. Maybe some of these guys, yeah, they're all going to get across the line, I'm sure. Boosted Alpha then dropping into the 201s.4. Can't keep that pace up. Gazman a 201.6. Catula 201.6. Close stuff. Catula will be hoping Gazman snatches a break or something so he can get himself a lovely podium. Catula so far this season got a 7th, and it was only he got 8th in the last round, but I think he only did half the race. That's why he's on 12.5 points. So Catula there in 4th place, great race for him. 5th place for Homesick Alien, bad pace on Homesick Alien at the moment. Dutch trying to catch him up, but we've got 1 minute left of racing. There comes Bunny, just coming through Spoon and heading towards 130R. This is fantastic stuff. Joker's in 10th and Rivixter there in 11th. Skyjacker still staying ahead of Alphanaut to start lap 20. 30 seconds left. Well, 40. Looks like these guys are all going to cross the line. I said Racer Brown would be on his last lap. Maybe it's going to be tight. 25 seconds. Racer Brown's fuel starting to flash. Boosted Alphas looking okay. Gazman, he's not going any faster than Boosted Alpha, so he can't do anything about Boosted Alpha. And Catula's lap time was a second slower than Gazman last time around, so it looks like his super softs have given up on him. Homesick Alien did a 202.1. Dutch can see him, a 2:08 for Dutch the last time around. Dutch is pushing it, chasing them down. Extremely exciting stuff. So Racer Brown just coming around 130R for Casio Triangle. Boosted Alpha in 2nd, Gazman 3rd, Catula there in 4th, Homesick Alien 5th, Dutch 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I was just saying, making sure no one's crossed the line. Here he comes, Racer Brown. Don't call it a win, call it half a win. He's got another race to do yet, but Racer Brown crossing the line in 1st spot. Well done. Boosted Alpha coming across the line in 2nd place, ready for the pace car and the rolling start. And he will be starting in a great 2nd spot there. Gazman bringing her home for 3rd. I think those 3 are featured in the top 3. The 3rd, Gazman's just finished in 3rd, that's all he finishes in. Catula coming across in 4th, great stuff from Catula, well done my friend. There's Homesick Alien bringing her own 5th, just ahead of Dutch, 6th place for Dutch, great starting point for the next race. 7th for Skyjacker, just ahead of Alpha. Alpha closing down before the end of this race, and there goes Skyjacker, ready to start 7th. 8th there for Alphanaut. Bunny coming down past 130R. Joker's there in 10th and Rivixter in 11th. Bunny there. Oh, he's just coming through Casio. And there you go, Bunny going across the line in 9th, and Joker's is just heading towards the line. So I'll show you. He's going through Casio in his Chevy. He's got good lap times. It's just, I think, the odd lap catches him out, puts him down there. There you go, Joker. So, Racer Brown, we're halfway through now of this race. Racer Brown securing that pole for the next race. Boosted Alpha in 2nd spot. 3rd place there for Gazman, who just keeps, he's got 2/3 so far this season from round 1. Round 2, will he maintain another 3rd place, or can he get a position higher? Catula, he's going to be dogging him in 4th. Homesick Alien there, he's going to be starting in 5th. Dutch in 6th, great start for Dutch there. 7th Skyjacker in the Chevy. 8th there, Alphanaut in the Honda. 9th for Bunny in the Subaru. 10th for Jocus in the Chevy, and Rivixter in the Subaru. So let Jokers cross the line, and we will start race 2. Give me 1 second. All the way down here. See how far behind I am? Loads of races. Super GT round. Another Pacific Rim Championship. It's crazy. So round 3, race 2. Let's not dilly dally. Let's get on. I did try and load this up before going broadcasting, so hopefully it won't be a long load time. I won't be sat here for half an hour watching the timer going around. Ooh, big stretch. Oh, mamma mia. So we've got another 40-minute race. This is the one they scored the points from. This is what it's all for. We've had a couple use their super softs on my bit of paper. Bunny, Jocus, Catula, all using their super soft tyres. So we still need to see Racer Brown, Boosted Alpha, Gasman, Alpha Knot, Homesick Alien, Skyjacker, Noxie. Not Noxie, he's not here. Nor Shadow Rider. I don't know why these guys are not here. It's a shame. It is a shame. So we're watching Racer Brown take them away on a rolling start ahead of Boosted Alpha. He's starting this stint on the softs, so we know they were only doing one stop, so he'll be ending on the super soft. Boosted starting on the super softs. Gasman starting on the softs. Catula, he's used the super softs. Homesick Alien starting on the softs. Dutch starting on the softs. Skyjacker on the softs. Yeah, everyone on the softs it seems. And there we go. Racer Brown launches off, chased by Boosted Alpha on those super sticky tyres. Can Boosted Alpha get something done about Racer Brown early doors? There's Gasman holding that third place. Catula under pressure again from Homesick Alien. These two continuing their race from earlier on. Dutch staying with the back of them. Skyjacker in 7th ahead of Alpha Knot. Oh, he's pulled away a little bit from Alpha Knot, hasn't he? So Alpha Knot, that looks like the NXS, not great at starting. Bunny in 9th, harassing Alpha Knot with Jokers there in 10th and Rivixter back in 11th. But Racer Brown still maintaining this lead on this first lap. 40-minute racing we have around here. Boosted Alpha chasing down. Ooh. Racer Brown, Racer Brown, Racer Brown, Racer Brown is dropping. Oh my word, that is not what he wants. That's not what the championship leader needs. So there we see on this first lap, he's just, ooh, the back end just got away from him. He tried to save it and ended up back into the barrier facing the wrong way. The track behind him. He's tried to make his way back on the track into, it's going to be last place in it on the first lap. Everyone's going to get past there. Rivixter going through, and Racer Brown has got a mountain to climb. So Boosted Alpha smiling ear to ear. There he goes, up into first place. He's got Gasman for company. Gasman also smiling. This might mean he finishes higher than third. This round we will see. He's giving Boosted Alpha a run for his money on those soft tyres, trying to make Boosted Alpha use his super softs up. Hurry him Gasman, get him to wear those tyres out before you. There is Catula up into 3rd place. Homesick Alien in 4th on the back of that Mitsubishi, hunting him down. He wants it. He's chasing him down. There, Catula 3rd, Homesick Alien 4th, Skyjacker up into 5th ahead of Dutch. Dutch trying to come back though at Skyjacker, but Skyjacker gets into Casio first. Dutch down into 6th, Alpha Knot 7th behind Skyjacker. So Skyjacker's got a rocket up his butt. We saw he was leading. Yes, that's how you stop Racer Brown, Mika Wivery says. And before that she said, might be a different story once we get to the US tracks. Yeah, well, I think the beefy American cars around any oval will absolutely destroy the Subarus and the Mitsubishis. But Skyjacker on a push at the moment. Not far behind is the other American car, Mustang. There's Boosted Alpha. He's still under a lot of pressure from Gasman. Gasman absolutely pushing with all he's got. He can smell a win, I think, today. Catula in 3rd ahead of Homesick Alien. Skyjacker there in 5th with Dutch just clinging on behind in 6th place, but Alpha Knot is catching him up now. Bunny there in 8th ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown's got a crack on today. Joker's there in 10th spot. 11th there for Rivixter. Boosted Alpha then, oh my word, it's so close between all of these guys. I'm going to sit on board with the Alien, I believe, so we can get a good look at all of them. I don't know why I did that. I got the first one. There we are, sitting on board the Mustang Ford of Homesick Alien, the Ben and Jerry livery. Yum yum, always makes me want some cookie dough. And now you can see, like, up ahead, Gasman having a look. at Boosted Alpha, but no, he can't get it yet. It looks like he's going to go for the toe up the straight though. He's pulled out. Boosted Alpha staying on the inside. 130R is not the place to do it. Side by side, Subaru v Subaru. No, Gazman saw sense, backed out of it, but Boosted Alpha is gonna be under a lot of pressure on those super soft tyres. He'd be wanting to get a shifty on, but Gazman has got more than enough answers for those super softs in his soft cladded Subaru. The two Subarus really fighting it out now, Gazman, whilst Boosted Alpha keeping that inside line. Catula still ahead of Homesick Alien. Gazman around the outside, but is it enough? It looks like Boosted Alpha's going to come back here. Yeah, Boosted Alpha back up as we head to the S's, and then he closes off that door. He says no. He shuts that front door. Says to Gazman, no, wait. Catula then getting a little respite from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien dropping off the back of the Mitsubishi, maybe just for a couple of corners, a bit of a breather, but he can't breathe too long because Skyjacker there in 5th place is catching up the Alien. He did a 2:04 his last time around. Homesick Alien did a 2:09 now. Homesick Alien back on the attack with Cthulhu. And Gazman, he's just a little bit back from Boosted Alpha. What a race up the front. Boosted Alpha v Gazman. Nothing in it between the two of them. Gazman trying to push. Boosted Alpha should have better grip in the corners with his super softs, but Gazman seems to be handling his softs a lot better. Catula under immense pressure at this point of the race from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien has not used his super softs yet, but Cthulhu has, so later in the race he's going to have to deal with that Mustang on super soft tyres. Skyjacker catching the two up ahead of him. He can see visually just closing in on him. If we get on board with a Skyjacker from that spin we saw him have early on in race 2, and there you see they're side by side going into 130R up ahead. That's crazy stuff. No, Homesick Alien boosting past Cthulhu, just that grunt of the Mustang along the straight, getting ahead of the Mitsubishi. Suffers with straight line speed. Boosted Alpha still under loads of pressure from Gazman. There's nothing in it between the two of them. Boosted Alpha's last lap was a 2:157. Gazman's was a 2:193. Gazman going for that outside line again. Is he going to try and just slip it under the underside of a Boosted Alpha? He's trying, but Boosted Alpha knows where to put that Subaru, and it makes it a struggle for Gazman. Back to the drawing board, Gazman, find another way past. There's Homesick Alien, he's only just ahead of Cthulhu, but Cthulhu now playing to his strengths in the wiggly parts of the corners is where the Mitsubishi excels against the cumbersome Ford. And there he goes, he's looking up the inside of the Mustang. The nimble Mitsubishi almost getting the jump on the Mustang, and you've got the Chevy now joining the levy. Dutch not too far behind, under pressure from Alpha Knot, with Bunny there in 8th place ahead of Racer Brown. So Racer Brown doing great lap times but not making much impact in this race. They will pay dividends later, I am sure. Rivixter down to 10th, and Joker's down there in 11th. He did a 2:19 on his second lap. He must just push like Billy-O on his first flying lap. So a Boosted Alpha then still leading this race. We are 7.5 minutes in on lap 4. We know they only really need to do a 1 pit stop in a stint. The fuel does last over 20 minutes. And this race just going on and on between these two. Gazman having another attempt at Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha staying on the inside there to try and defend against Gazman. All Gazman can do is wait, push Boosted, make him use those tyres up. Boosted nearly down to half a tank of fuel already. So, and Gazman's got a little bit more fuel in, I suppose, through the toe. He's going to grab a toe again now off of Boosted Alpha, looking for a way past. Can Gazman win a race? Gazman just slightly ahead showing, but there's Boosted Alpha up the inside, managing to maintain the lead of this race so far, but it's only a matter of time, and Gazman still not using his super softs. There in third is Homesick Alien. It looks like he's dropped Catula a little bit. Catula can still see the back end of the Ben & Jerry's Mustang with Skyjacker in his monster Corvette, catching those guys up ahead. He can see the back end of that Catula's Mitsubishi, all the fancy graffiti writing on the back of it. What a race here for third, fourth and fifth. Meanwhile, first and second in a massive ding-dong themselves. Racer Brown up into sixth spot. I don't know how he's done that. Oh, bugger. Sorry. Pressed the wrong button. Sixth spot. There, Racer Brown. Sorry, I'm going to have to nip back because he was behind Dutch and Alphanaut. So he did it ages ago, obviously. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, there he is. Sorry, I went one too many. There you go. So yeah, Racer Brown sitting in eighth. Oh, it looks like, I watched the wrong people. It looks like Dutch and Skyjacker Dutch and Alpha coming across each other. Let's have a look. So Dutch ahead of Alpha going into Casio. Dutch early on the brakes for that GT. It looks like Alpha just gave him a little nudge up the back and he just lost the back end of the GT whilst Alpha waits, and Racer Brown moves up into sixth spot. So Racer Brown on a comeback. There he goes, and he gets the fastest lap for it also. Down to seventh then is Dutch and Alphanaut. Bunny in ninth. He's a little bit further back from these guys, and he's a little bit further ahead of Rivixter. 202.8 for Rivixter the last time round. 202.0. Bunny did a 211. He had a bad lap that last time. Shame, because he would have been all over the back of Alpha and Dutch. Consistency is key, but he can go fast. Look at that, a 2:05. That's the same sort of pace as the leaders are doing. Boosted Alpha and Gazman still in a massive ding-dong there. Gazman up the side of Boosted Alpha. In the background you can see that train of cars still with the Mustang ahead of the Mitsubishi, who is ahead of the Corvette. But these two in an absolute battle for the lead of this Suzuka race. Round 3 for the Pacific Rim Championship for Virtual Racers Club. If ever you want to race, just come and join us, man. Come to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and get yourself into our Discord by joining our community. Big button in the website saying join our community, and come and join us. Come and have a race. Look at these guys. Boosted Alpha, Gazman in the Subarus, going dicing each corner, trying to go sideways through 130R, but no, you just can't do it there, Gazman. He's got to wait, but Boosted Alpha, he doesn't look like he's whipping his tyres into a frenzy just yet. Gazman maybe smelling that the Casio is the place he can make the move. Homesick Alien meanwhile still ahead. Racer Brown now up. Oh my god, we've had a problem with Skyjacker and Catula, I believe. We're going to have to nip back. Where were these guys? Oh my god, it happened a while ago. So, Skyjacker there. There, I think we just caught it there. Skyjacker behind Catula there in 5th and 4th, and he just trying to go up the inside. A little nudge in the rear quarter, and it just sent Catula into the wall. And there, Skyjacker doing the honourable thing and waiting for Catula to get himself back. So Racer Brown must have a little Irish in him, I reckon. There's a little Irish in there, Mrs. Brown boys and all that, because he's getting the rub today with a bit of unfortunate on lap 1. He is now up into 4th place with Homesick Alien in 3rd. These two still battling on. Boosted Alpha ahead of Gazman. Boosted Alpha just staying this. They want to go sideways through 130R, but it's just, it carries a warning sticker. You shouldn't do it. I have seen it done though in the VRC. It is impressive, but today, boys, stay safe. Stay safe, guys, because you know a win is more important than the glory of 130R side by side. Homesick Alien not too far behind these guys. Homesick and Gazman. There you go. Skyjacker has gone into the pits. Skyjacker into the pits there. He looks like he's behind Catula And Alpha, no, he's pitted before them. I think they just jumped ahead. So Boosted Alpha, still just nothing between these two the whole race. Homesick Alien staying in third. Racer Brown up into fourth, but what an immense pace he's got there in the 59s. Nothing outside the 59s. Homesick Aliens just in the high 2 minutes. Gazman there in the 2 minutes and a 2:01, but he is being held up by Boosted Alpha, who seems to be in the 2 minute bracket also. So Homesick Alien, he's not a million miles ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown could come out of this with a podium after 40 minutes of racing. Now Dutch up into 5th place because of Skyjacker and Catula having their coming together. Skyjacker nipping into the pits, so 6th place there for Alpha Nut. Catula there in 7th. Oh, shaking his head, I imagine. 8th place for Bunny. Bunny moving ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker has put the Super Softs on, so I'll jot that down. So Skyjacker now out there on a huge push with his Super Softs on. We're only like 10 minutes into the race, so interesting. They're not going to last all the way to the end. He's going to need another pit stop. Rivixter, he's also on the Super Softs. When did he come in for there? He must have started on them. I do apologise, I didn't notice. So Rivixter, I'll mark him down for Super Softs. And Joker's already doing his Super Soft stint there. A 2:03 last time round for him. He's not that far behind Rivixter, so Boosted Alpha. These two racing each other is really helping Homesick Alien, because Homesick Alien closing up on him. Boosted Alpha, the last time round, a 2:02.1, with Gazman managing a 2:01.9, Homesick Alien doing a 2:01.0, so yes. And there is Gazman trying to get ahead, but Boosted Alpha, and that's it. Finally, after 7 laps of trying 12.5 minutes of racing, Gazman finally manages to get past Boosted Alpha. Has those Super Soft tyres seen their best days? He did a 2:02.1 the last time around. Very defensive driving, and now it's his turn to apply the pressure to Gazman. Gazman just wants to get away from these guys. Homesick Alien wants the racing to continue so he can get himself involved. Oh no, Boosted Alpha's had a small off. Let us have a look. So he's in the wake of Gazman. Does he lose a bit of downforce behind that car? It looks like, yeah, he just gets dragged, gets sucked off into the gravel. And there, how many positions is he going to lose? There's the championship leader. They're both joint leaders, Racer Brown and Boosted Alpha, on 39 points. And Racer Brown now moving ahead into 3rd place. This is the impossible dream that we are seeing by a Racer Brown. He can see Homesick Alien and Gazman. What amazing pace here for this Mitsubishi driver. My God. Senna-esque, one would say. Senna Brown. So Boosted, he must get so annoyed. I keep changing his name. Everyone changes his name to Monza Brown, to oh, there was a really funny one for the Aussie race, Bonza Brown. And now I'm there calling him Senna Brown. But Ayrton Brown on a flyer at the moment. Saw him lose it on the first lap, go right to the back of the grids. With a bit of luck and some absolutely amazing lap times, we are seeing him starting to come back into this race. He's ahead of Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha we saw just slightly going a little bit wide and then getting dragged into the kitty litter. Dutch in 5th place. Dutch in 5th. After Catula and Skyjacker's coming together. Skyjacker on those Super Soft tyres. He's done his out lap. And now he's just coming around. Let's see what sort of lap time he can manage with these Super Soft tyres. He's a pit stop behind Catula at the moment, but he's just ahead of Bunny. Bunny looking like he's racing Rivixter in the background. There 2:09.62 from Skyjacker. Catula at the moment managing a 2:01.7. So Catula, I imagine he doesn't want to pit until the 20-minute mark, but Skyjacker on an absolute push at the moment. Bunny and Rivixter sharing the same bit of ground on track, getting into a bit of a race. Bunny there, 2:08 from him. Not a great lap. A 202.3 from Rivixter last time around. Joker's there in 11th, doing a 202.4, catching those two up ahead of him. So there could be a nice little fight building ahead. Gazman ahead of Homesick Alien. Now Homesick Alien, after putting all that pressure, taking all that pressure off of Cthulhu, so Mitsubishi, he now has to deal with Racer Brown's Mitsubishi. That is unfortunate. Poor Homesick Alien just wants to get round and get a good position in this championship. But so far he is under absolutely immense pressure from Racer Brown, where he was from Cthulhu earlier on. But he knows how to race the Mitsubishi. He knows he's got straight line speed on that car. But in Racer Brown's hands, doing 59s, that's an unbelievable pace. It really is. So Homesick Alien, all he can do is make that Mustang as wide as possible and try and maintain that position until the pit stops, when Homesick Alien can then put his super softs on. But I don't believe Racer Brown's used his super softs either, nor has Gazman. Boosted Alpha back there in 4th. Back on a good pace again now. Dutch in 5th, ahead of Alpha Nut in 6th. 7th for Cthulhu. 8th there for Skyjacker, ahead of Rivixter, who's got ahead of Bunny. Bunny looks like he's having some lag issues at the moment, but Rivixter 202.3 last time round, a 203.1 this time around. Bunny doing a 206.4 last time, well, that, yeah, 204 and a 208. So Bunny's pace really dropping off at the moment. Don't know if he's having some issues in that cockpit. In 11th, Joker's doing a 202.0. He's catching up Bunny now also. Gazman there, still leading the way. Racer Brown ahead of Homesick Alien. So Racer Brown making short work of the Alien. Let's see how he did it. So watching Racer Brown there coming through the S's and into Dunlop Curve, heading up the hill to Degner, and he's managed to get through. I was too busy looking at the map, so I missed the move. Sorry guys, I won't rewind it again. You saw it, and that's the main thing. So Racer Brown up into 2nd spot. No, Gazman wants to win this one. Gazman's alright, he's had a right fight today. He's proper pushed it. He's had 2 third places in the last 2 rounds. He wants to get on that winner's circle. It's unbelievable, isn't it, Mika? Mika in the chat saying that she does not know how he does it. Does Racer Brown, but it's in his blood. I don't know whether or not to announce anything. We've had the TT competition. So it's no secret, I don't think. There was any massive thing, but Lidl's GP won our Zingray time trial on Saturday, and I believe Racer Brown was voted for the 2nd seat, so he's going to have a little test in the Zingray Pro Kart team with IRG and Stevie Styler. Well deserved. Look at the racing he's doing. Unbelievable. Gazman then leading the way. Dutch coming into the pits. Alpha staying out. Alpha staying out. We're not quite at the halfway mark yet, but Dutch opting to come in. He's already used some super softs, has he? No, I don't think I've got any SS's next to his name. Dutch topping up with fuel. Maybe he's hoping that's going to go the rest of the way. So Gazman still leading from Racer Brown, but Racer Brown absolutely putting some amazing lap times in. A 201.1 for Gazman last time around, 2:07. He's getting purples again. He's getting purples again is Racer Brown. Homesick Alien clinging onto the back of the Mitsubishi and the Subaru. Boosted Alpha doesn't seem to be getting any closer to Alien. It looks like, if anything, he's dropped back. And Alpha Nut now catching up. Boosted Alpha. So, Boosted Alpha, he's going to have to start racing again in his wing mirrors. He's had it from Gazman for the first half of this race. His fuel is flashing, where Alpha Nut still has a while to go. So does Cthulhu. Skyjacker we saw pit in earlier. He's got himself ahead of Dutch. Dutch has put soft tyres on again. So I don't know if he's using super softs in this race. We'll see if he pits near the end. Rivixter, he's there on the super softs, with Bunny still out there on the softs, but he's under pressure from Jokus. Jokus catching up the Rivixter. Jokus looks like he's just pitted as well and caught up Bunny, not Rivixter, sorry, Bunny. Has Bunny pitted? Yeah, he's got brand new softs on. Ahead of Jokus there, Gazman still leading from Racer Brown, but Racer Brown catching up every single corner, getting closer and closer to Gazman. Gazman's fuel's flashing, but I imagine he wants to do another lap. We are halfway. He could if he wanted, but I imagine he just wants to stay out there. No, he's going to come in. He's coming in. So Racer Brown opting to stay out. He's got a quarter of a tank of fuel. That Mitsubishi is really healthy. There goes Homesick Alien, the halfway mark. He's decided to pull the trigger, and so has Boosted Alpha to get rid of those super softs. We're assuming Alpha Not Homesick and Gazman will all reappear from the pits with super softs on. There's Catula, he's already used the super softs. So next on the track is Dutch ahead of Skyjacker. And we thought Skyjacker, no, Dutch has pitted, and that's why he's just on the front of Skyjacker. Yeah, we saw Dutch pitting. So Racer Brown staying out there, Gazman in and back out again. He's put the softs on, but I don't think Gazman's done a super soft stint. Interesting. Homesick Alien, so is Gazman going to pit again before the end of this race? He does like to just jump in, but he's made that fuel last 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But Racer Brown still getting those purples. He's got just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. We're 21 minutes into this race, 19 minutes left. Gazman in second, Homesick Alien in third after his pits. Homesick Alien, he's put his super softs on. Good lad. And they're in fourth. He hasn't done a super soft stint yet, so Dutch may be coming back in for the end of this race for a super soft tyre. There's Skyjacker. Alpha Nut must have pitted, and he's come out in Skyjacker's wake with the super softs on his car. There we go, Alpha Nut, super softs, sorry. And Alpha Nut all over the back of Skyjacker. Skyjacker trying to maintain that fifth spot, maybe even attack fourth place Dutch. Dutch having an absolutely corker of a race there after his pit stop, up into fourth ahead of Skyjacker, ahead of Alpha Nut. Boosted Alpha coming out of the pits behind these guys ahead of him. Catula there in 8th place on his outlap. Rivixter in 9th, Bunny in 10th, just ahead of Jokus. We saw Jokus catching up. It looks like Jokus having a bit of an issue. He's just pitted. So Racer Brown assuming he's going to pit in the next lap or two. Mika Wivry in the chat said, I did find that recently the SS tyres were not always as good as they should be, and that the S were actually better. So maybe Gazman, I don't know if it's compulsory that they have to use the super soft, or if they're only allowed to use the super soft. I'm always questioning the rules. Poor Skyjacker has to send me messages after he's watched the stream. It was like last time I was questioning if they could leave the super softs on. Is that a stint if they don't change them at the pit stop? But he said no, they do have to change them in the pit stop. So Racer Brown, we're watching, his fuel is flashing now, still keeping those times under 2 minutes. 59.6, 59.4. It's going to be crazy when he puts some super softs on. Gazman then, we don't think he's going till the end. We think he might have to come in for a quick splash and dash to put the super softs on. Homesick Alien out there in third on the super softs, not too far behind Gazman. And I don't know, Racer Brown, he's on another level today. Dutch there in fourth, just ahead of Skyjacker, who's ahead of Alpha Nut. Alpha Nut trying to get a move on Skyjacker. Sitting on board with Alpha Nut. We've got Boosted Alpha just behind us. We're on lap 12 here for round 3 of the Pacific Rim Championship, and what a championship we have had so far. It's been absolutely great. The Subarus and Mitsubishis seem to be a little edge it over. Oh, Racer Brown into the pits now. The Subarus and the Mitsubishis seem to have an edge over the rest of the fields, but still The rest of the field absolutely having humdingers of a fight. It's Gazman then coming around the final corner. Racer Brown still stationary, getting fuel in. He's saying Gazman's up there, but Racer Brown now moving. There's Racer Brown. He continues out and he takes the lead. Wow, look at the space between him and Gazman. Unbelievable. Gazman did his fastest lap as well after his outlap with a 2:01. Skyjacker going into the pits. We saw he pitted earlier, so he is going in to do a top up. Catula moving back up into 7th. Alpha in 5th. Boosted Alpha all over the back of Alpha Nuts. The two Alphas clash. The Alphas of the group have met on track. Who will come out on top? So far, Alpha Nut ahead of Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha, though, pushing with all his might to see where he can get some traction in the corners on top of that Honda, so he can get himself past. We're fighting for 5th and 6th. We're 25.5 minutes into this 40-minute race. My, has it flown by. Racer Brown leading from what seems the impossible task, as he was last on the first lap. He spun out, and he has absolutely trounced those lap times and pulled himself right to the front of the pack. Oh, it looked like Boosted Alpha struggling to slow down that Subaru there behind the Honda. The Honda on the super soft tyres should have better drive through the corners, but that has not proven today. Seems like the super softs seem to be a bit of a hindrance for some of these drivers. There's Boosted Alpha. He's going to look for an inside line. No, he's going to wait just a little bit longer, and we will look through the field now. So Racer Brown leading after his pit stop, still on his outlap. He's put those super soft tyres on, and we are intrigued to see what sort of lap times he is going to be pulling on those super softs. Gazman there on the softs, never used the super softs. I didn't notice him going on to super softs today, and he is dropped into 2nd. It could have been his win, but Racer Brown absolutely annoyingly being on another level today here at Suzuka. And there is Homesick Alien getting his first podium in this championship if he can maintain, and Dutch having an absolutely great race there for 4th for Ford GT. Ford very happy, 3rd and 4th in this race so far against their Japanese counterparts. There is Alpha Nut ahead of the Subaru of Boosted Alpha, 5th and 6th. These two absolutely racing all the way till the end. Cthulhu would be happy about that. 201.3 from Cthulhu. He's a couple of corners behind these guys. 201.0 from Boosted Alpha, and Alpha managing a 2-minute dead. 0.7, and Alpha getting purples through the early section. So Cthulhu, a big job for him ahead. Skyjacker after his pit stop in 8th place, chasing down Cthulhu, and he isn't that far behind Cthulhu really to say he's taken two pit stops today. And we are nearly 12 minutes away from the checkered flag. Rivixter there in 9th, ahead of Jokers. Jokers managing to get ahead of Bunny. We saw Bunny's at lap times quite erratic. Did a 207.8 his last time around. I don't know if he's got connection issues. We saw him in the Super GTs. He was holding his own up in the top 3. So we know he's got pace. He's just getting used to dropping into a new championship, I suppose. Has to get used to everything. So Racer Brown there leading the way. He's pulled away from Gazman, hasn't he? He really has. It's all over and done with, unless he has another mistake like he did on lap 1. But there you go. Paint a little leprechaun on the back of that car, or a 4-leaf clover, because my word, Racer Brown has carried the look of the Irish today. And Gazman there in 2nd. No, he's not. Oh, Gazman breaking the 2-minute mark. 59.9. So Gazman really starting to push Racer Brown. 58.4 though from Racer Brown on those super soft tyres. I don't know how long they'll last. I think the other guys were making them last half a stint. So Gazman in 2nd. Homesick Alien an easy 3rd there. Just has to keep his head down, crack on. He's on those super soft tyres. He's done a 2-minute 1.037 on him. It doesn't seem like he's faster on these tyres than he was on the softs. We will see. Dutch is not far behind. Dutch did a 2-minute .130 his last time around, so Dutch is faster than Homesick Alien at this point in the race. He's dropping Alpha Nut behind. Alpha Nut had Boosted Alpha very close, but it looks like Boosted Alpha has he's off wide there. How far ahead of Skyjacker he is? He's quite a way ahead of Skyjacker, so he can take that. Skyjacker doing a faster lap for him. His fastest lap, sorry. 2-minute .127. Cthulhu there in 8th place, chasing down Skyjacker. Cthulhu looking like he was up there for a podium position at one point in this race. But him and Skyjacker did have it coming together. Rivixter in 9th place ahead of Bunny. Bunny back ahead of Jokers. Jokers, has he had an issue? 204.1 last time around, but he's chasing Bunny. He's getting blue sectors. Let's have a look then in our last 10 minutes of racing. Racer Brown coming around. Is he going to post another amazing lap time? We'll see. A 59.2. Unbelievable stuff. Gazman then. It's taken this long for him to come to the line. He managed a 2-minute .3. 3rd place in the final corner, just coming around. Managed a 2-minute .7. 4th for Dutch, a 2-minute .08. He really is starting to hunt down that Alien, and Homesick may have to be a little concerned over his 3rd spot, because in the next 9 minutes he is going to have a Ford GT all over the back of him, and he's bringing Alpha Nut with him. Alpha Nut also on a blistering lap pace. Boosted Alpha, oh, Boosted Alpha having an off. He's had an off, and Skyjacker is starting to catch him up. This is not good for Boosted Alpha. Doesn't help his championship with the person he's joint championship leader with, Racer Brown, finishing in 1st place, which it looks like he's going to do. Skyjacker there on the racing softs, catching up. Boosted Alpha, after Boosted Alpha had an issue. It doesn't look like it's a track he's enjoying. And there is Skyjacker in 7th, Cthulhu in 8th, Rivixter. Whoa, what's happened there? Jokers moving up into 9th. He was last just now. He's moved ahead of Bunny and Rivixter. Rivixter going slow across the line. Looks like he's dropped right to the back. Bunny moving up into 10th place. Not sure what's happening with Rivixter in that car, but he's really backed off. He's let the guys ahead of him crack on. So Racer Brown, what can I say? There's not more I can say. He's got it in the bag. It's all done and dusted. Ooh, there is a marker, a brake marker on the track. Sometimes the cars bounce over those, but it's not on the racing line, so no need for a steward to get involved, I believe, at this point. Yes, it's not in the way, it seems, but Dutch, look how close Dutch is to 3rd place Homesick Alien right now. Like I said, that GT has looked quite finicky for the first 2 rounds, but in this round it is starting to come good, and he's starting to catch up the Alien. The Alien did a 201.1 last time around. Dutch doing a 2-minute .5, half a second faster than the Alien. Alpha Nut managing a 159.2, so he's faster than Dutch. These 3 are going to come across each other before the end of this race. 7 minutes to go. Racer Brown in the 59s, absolutely flying in the lead of this race. Gazman in 2nd spot. He's doing 2 minutes now. 2-minute lap times, and I think he's probably thinking he's just going to bring her home. He's too far away from Racer Brown. He needs Racer Brown to make another mistake like he did in that first lap of this race. Homesick Alien just maintaining ahead of Dutch, who hasn't had a go at the back of that Mustang today. We've had Cthulhu, Skyjacker, I think Alpha at some point. So Homesick Alien having to soak up a lot of pressure in that Ford Mustang. It's going to cost him. If he wants this podium, he's going to have to fight for it, with Alpha not far behind these guys also. So just up the field, and this is going to bring the 2 to him. And we've seen that Homesick Alien can drive very defensively. So yes, Alpha will be upon these 2 anytime soon. And Boosted Alpha, I'm not sure how far behind. He's the whole of Spoon behind. So, and there you can see Dutch hungry to get past the Alien. He's one side of the track, then the next. He's doing anything he can. He wants the podium. Homesick Alien out wide. Dutch trying to find a way on the inside. Homesick Alien's knocked the brake marker out of the way. He's into the corner first. The Casio, a triangle. Dutch there in fourth. He's got to watch out for the Honda behind him. It's crazy stuff. Skyjacker has got ahead of Boosted Alpha. These two were racing each other. Didn't even notice, sorry. But there's Skyjacker now up into 6th place from his earlier woes in race 1. And then coming together with Catula in this race, he is now up into 6th ahead of Boosted Alpha. Alphanut then in 5th place. Oh, Alphanut's made a mistake, has he though? We saw he was close to Dutch and Homesick Alien, so we knock it back, and he's just gone into the first corner a little bit too fast, and he's had to come out of it, and there he's lost quite a lot of ground with Skyjacker just coming down the start straight. So Alphanut gets going before Skyjacker even gets into the corner, so Alphanut has got a good buffer there with Skyjacker with his hands full with Boosted Alpha. Whoo-wee! So Catula there in 8th with Joker some way behind in 9th spot ahead of Rivixter, who is back ahead of Bunny. So I don't know what's happening between these two. They seem to be, I don't know, I'm not sure what's happening at the back here. They seem to be swapping places, but having really weird lap times. So Racer Brown bringing her home. We've got less, well, we're just coming up to 4 minutes left of racing. 2 more laps to go then, at the most. Gazman there in 2nd place. Homesick Alien in 3rd, still holding that 3rd place from Dutch. Dutch did a 2:01.0 his last time around. Homesick Alien did a 2:02.0. Homesick Alien super soft tyres and that heavy Mustang starting to play against him, whilst Dutch on those racing softs flying. Racer Brown crossing the line then to start lap 20. Oh no, lap 19, sorry. He's already crossed the line. So 19 with just over 3 minutes to go here at the Virtual Racers Club. So Gazman in 2nd spot. Got great consistent lap times. Nothing he can do about Racer Brown. Homesick Alien, only a couple more laps to put up with Dutch breathing down his neck, but Dutch looks like he's dropping off the lap times now. A 2:02.5 for Dutch. That last time around 2:02.0 for Homesick Alien. So Homesick Alien a little bit faster than Dutch. Alphanut trying to get back on it. He's ahead of Skyjacker, who's ahead of Boosted Alpha. Cthulhu there in 8th place. Jokus in 9th. 10th place for Rivixter, and Bunny there back in 11th place. So Racer Brown bringing her into the hairpin. Where is that? Sorry. Coming up towards Spoon Curve. So Homesick Alien are still under pressure from Dutch. Dutch trying all he can at this moment. Oh no, Dutch losing the back end somewhat. Dutch on an absolutely super flying race, and here comes Alphanut whilst Dutch is trying to recover. Can Dutch stay in that 4th place? No, Alphanut drives just around the outside. He's got the momentum and he whips past Dutch. Oh, Dutch, the pain. Poor Dutch. He was up in a great position there in 4th. He's got a bit of damage. He's losing the back end again. Don't lose any more places. Skyjacker's not that far behind. Just keep going, keep going. You've got 1.5 minutes left of this race. So Racer Brown crosses the line to start his final lap, lap 20. Did a 58.5 that time round. There is Gazman. He never used those super softs, it seems. Doesn't look like he needed them. I didn't notice him on him, but there was a few I don't think used them in the end, was there? I didn't notice Boosted Alpha. Racer Brown used them. Gazman didn't use them, it seems. Noxie wasn't here, Shadow Rider wasn't here, and Dutch didn't use them. So interesting stuff there. Some of them opting not even to go for the super soft. Homesick Aliens, fuel is flashing in the last minute of this race. He's lost that Dutch from behind him. Alpha Nut a little bit further back, so Homesick Alien can just chill out a little bit, bring her home for the final flag. Dutch there in 5th, under pressure from Skyjacker, but Skyjacker can't push too hard. They're both low on fuel. What will they do? Racer Brown, he's coming up towards Spoon. We haven't run out of time yet. We've got 20 seconds left of this race. Gasman in 2nd, Homesick in 3rd, Alpha in 4th. There's Dutch in 5th. Yellow flags, yellow flags. Who's that for? Oh my lord, Alpha really wide off the track. Oh my lord, how did he manage that? So watching Alpha Nut on those super soft tyres, maybe the grip's starting to go, and he's just, oh, I think he touched the dirt. I think he just touched the dirt on the outside of the corner and ended up in the kitty litter, and that puts Dutch back up into that 4th spot. But for how long? Because Skyjacker now moving up into 5th. Alpha back on track ahead of Boosted Alpha. Boosted Alpha, this is the final lap. Where is he? He's just coming up towards Casio. He's gone really wide through there. 130R, braking heavy into Casio Triangle, coming around to take the checkered flag for his 2nd win in this championship. Well done, Racer Brown. In 2nd spot we have Gaz. He goes one better than his previous 2 rounds, where he's had the 3rd step on the podium. Now he comes around to take the 2nd step. Brilliant stuff there. Homesick Alien in the American Mustang comes around to grab a great 3rd place. Well done, take a boo, my son. There's Dutch, the story of the day. 2.11s from round 1, round 2, and then in round 3 he spanks it with a 4th. But does he? I've written 4 in, he better. There, and Skyjacker takes 5th. Alpha Nut coming around to take the 6th spot. Boosted Alpha, not great for his championship, in 7th. Katula there heading home for 8th place. And Jokus just getting into Spoon, coming home for 9th. Wow, we're quite away from home. So I might pause it now and do the rundown as it's getting on. These races take a long time. The Super GT Championship and this Pacific Rim Championship, they are, well, they're endurance events, so they're nice and long. Get your full racing in with these guys, you really do. There we see Jokus coming into Casio now. As he hits the final corner, I will put it into pause. Pause, there, he's not far from the line, is he? So, whew, that was round 3 at Suzuka for your Pacific Rim Championship. The winner takes it all, Racer Brown. Fantastic stuff for the win. 2nd place there goes to Gasman, going one better than he has done so far in this championship. 3rd place, final podium for Homesick Alien there in his Ben & Jerry's Mustang. 4th place for Dutch, his highest finish so far in this championship. Great stuff, Dutch, more of that please. Skyjacker there in 5th place in his Chevy, with the woes we saw him have with his earlier spin when leading the race. And then he's coming together with Kurtulu, but he's managed to fight his way back up into 5th spot. So 3 American cars there, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Great for America here at Suzuka. Then in 6th place we have, oh gosh, just get the back view of Alpha Nut's Honda, and let me write a number 6 in when I find the Alpha Nut up there. Car 44. So he's had a 5th, a 4th and a 6th so far in this championship. 7th place for Boosted Alpha. He's used to being at the other end of the field, so this won't feel right for him. He won't know where to go after he gets out of the car. He had 2nd place in round 1 and 1st place in round 2. Now he's had to take a 7th in round 3. 8th place there for Kurtulu. and that's as good as it's going to get in his Mitsubishi. So Cthulhu 8th. That's a 7th, 8th, and an 8th for Cthulhu so far this season. It looked like he could have had a podium today, though. He was up there racing Homesick Alien. There is a Jokus in 9th. He had 2 tenths, so he's gone one better so far in this championship. 10th place for Rivixter. I think Rivixter was he with us with the first championship? Was he? Yeah, he was. He got 12th. He got 9th, and now he's got 10th, so all good. And 11th spot for Bunny there. And Bunny's not on my list because this was his first race, so let me just write him in there. Bunny, Subaru, missed, and 11th. So, great debut there for Bunny. No shame in that. When you first join a championship that's already started, everyone's already got used to their cars. So what a championship. Racer Brown and Boosted Alpha, joint 39 points at the top of the table after round 2. God almighty, I can't imagine what it will be after round 3. Racer Brown going a little bit further ahead. Gazman getting closer to Boosted Alpha, I imagine. Homesick Alien maybe getting closer to Alpha Nut. Yes, it's all there. It's all there. Very good stuff. Dutch getting some good points down there in 12th. He's only 2 points behind Rivixter and Jokus and Cthulhu, really. So interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Remember, you can always go to our website, www.virtualracersclub, for any information and to see the tables. You can join our Discord through our website by hitting the big Join Our Community button, and you will be welcomed in by open arms. And Mika Wivery. Mika in the chat says, wow, some amazing performances out there. There was. A big congratulations to Racer Brown, Gazman, and Homesick Alien. Take a boo, my boys. And join us next time for round 4 of the Pacific Rim Championship, which I think we're at Fuji. So that one is one to look forward to. We've also got a round of Super GTs coming up soon, so keep an eye out for those. And then Friday night, our stable Mazda MX-5 League, the Max 5, will be having their round 3 at Laguna Seca. And then on Sunday, the Formula X will return after its break from Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. I don't know why, it does something. So, yeah, crack on with that. And I will catch you the next time I am on air. I was your commentator and broadcaster, Jen Ettelwarts. Yes. Hi, I'm Jen. It's pleased to meet you. The name's Jen. Jen Ettelwarts. Thank you. Okie dokie. I'll see you soon, guys. It's early in the morning. It really is. I was hoping to do 2 tonight, and I didn't get round to it. I'm not great. Okay, thank you. That was a beautiful race. Enjoy, and I'll see you the next time. Down, yeah. Didn't down, yeah. Down.